Amidst Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi's ongoing visit to the United States, let us reflect on the state of U.S.-China relations the day prior to his arrival. In a significant turn of events, Chinese President Xi Jinping engaged in a historic meeting with Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. This marked the first time that the leader of the world's second-largest economy had met with a governor from the United States in over 6 years. The meeting took place in Beijing's esteemed Great Hall of the People, a venue typically reserved for esteemed dignitaries. Although details of their conversation were not disclosed, Newsom confirmed the meeting and shed light on the topics discussed. Climate change, the fentanyl crisis, and economic trade were among the key issues on the agenda. Newsom emphasized his willingness to engage in open dialogue, emphasizing his approach of extending an open hand rather than a closed fist. Acknowledging the complex nature of the U.S.-China relationship, Newsom expressed confidence in the ability to manage any challenges that may arise while respecting the strategic red lines. Given the backdrop of tensions surrounding Taiwan, espionage allegations, and technological restrictions, both China and the U.S. have been making efforts to stabilize their bilateral ties. In fact, Bloomberg News recently reported that the two nations are edging closer to arranging a meeting between President Joe Biden and President Xi at the upcoming Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) summit in San Francisco. Notably, Newsom, who was once the mayor of San Francisco, expressed optimism and voiced his hope that President Xi would attend the summit. Prior to his meeting with President Xi, Newsom also had the opportunity to meet with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. While Chinese officials have yet to confirm President Xi's attendance at the APEC summit, Newsom's discussions with President Xi shed light on Beijing's stance towards the United States. President Xi conveyed Beijing's commitment to mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and cooperation that benefits both nations. Xi expressed his hope that Washington would work collaboratively with China in pursuit of shared goals. As Minister Wang Yi continues his visit to Washington, the world watches with anticipation to see how these discussions and developments will shape the future of U.S.-China relations. Earlier this month, President Xi Jinping made a significant move by meeting with U.S. congressional leaders for the first time in 8 years. During the meeting, President Xi emphasized the importance of improving U.S.-China relations, noting that there are numerous reasons to do so and no reasons to worsen the situation. However, the discussions were not without their tensions. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer had called on President Xi to condemn Hamas's attack on Israel, which created some strain. In response, President Xi later called for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas conflict, demonstrating China's commitment to peace. In an effort to mend the fractured ties between the two countries, the Biden administration has been actively engaging with Chinese officials. Several senior officials have been sent to Beijing in recent months, paving the way for potential meetings between the leaders of both nations. China has also reached out to influential figures in the U.S., including business leaders and well-known personalities like former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and billionaire Bill Gates, whom President Xi expressed his hopes for a stronger bilateral relationship. President Xi emphasized that China places its trust in the American people to foster positive ties between the two nations. Meanwhile, as part of his week-long trip to China, Governor Newsom has been focusing on climate action and fostering partnerships between the two largest economies in the world. During his visit to Hong Kong and Beijing, Newsom reiterated California's commitment to driving green partnerships and innovation with China. He has visited Guangdong and will soon travel to Jiangsu and Shanghai. Chinese state media reported that President Xi expressed China's willingness to cooperate with the U.S., provided that both sides effectively manage their differences and address global issues together. Xi emphasized that establishing the right way for the United States and China to get along is crucial not only for the two nations but also for the world. He called for stable bilateral ties built upon the principles of mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and win-win cooperation.